What's going on, everybody?
Hey,
Appreciate you guys
hey.
all hopping in today. Sorry we started a couple minutes late. Having some technical difficulties. We're young, we're supposed to have this figured out, but we are also human. So if you guys see Landry glitching out a little bit, don't sweat it. We are going to get it all resolved. Today, I'm excited. Landry, do you want to share with everybody what we're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super excited today too, because if any of you have followed along last week, we kind of just introed like what's the benefit of connecting with real estate agents, how you can do it in batch leads. We're going to kind of skim over how to do it again today just to make sure everybody's on the same page. But Ryan's going to call some agents in Tampa, Florida today. I'm super stoked.
Let's go. I'm super excited. It's gonna be good. We are over here taking full recommendations and requests on what markets to call. We actually have a poll inside the batch Slack where we want you guys to be able to go in there and share what market you want to see us call. So it's super exciting. We want to be very transparent on the show, and we want to be able to show you guys that this is something you could do universally. So I am not obviously in Florida. I am in Arizona. I'm in the batch studio. But the cool thing about what we do with agent outreach is that we could do this all across the world. So I could be on a beach, I could be in a studio here, I could be at home in my own house in my own comfort, just making calls to agents. So what we're going to do today, we're going to try our best with Landry's connection to be able to go in and show you guys how to call agents. But with that said, if we can't get it to work with our connection, I've got a backup plan in place to be able to go in on batch and make some calls. So Landry, if you want to get pulled up the Tampa market in the realtor list, let's go ahead and just jump right into it.
All right, cool. Let me just get this up.
And also, you
Yeah.
guys, let us know in the comments. Where are you at? What market are you in? What market do you want to see next week?
Yes, definitely. And if do we want to post? I don't know if you got that link as well,
I
Ryan, but if people
did.
want to go in there, I'll show them a little bit later where to go
Let's do it.
to vote on the poll as well. How's my connection so far, by the way?
Uh, hit and miss.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. It's terrible. I don't know why this is happening, but we're going to try to figure it out.
It's kind of weird, but I kind of like when things don't always go perfect. I kind of like to show people the real side of things, the real side of not just real estate, but the real side of technology and building community. Nothing about this is ever going to be perfect, and no situation is ever going to be perfect. The more that you got to get out of your comfort zone and kind of just improv, the better it is, especially when working with realtors.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Because I think that so many times, especially in this industry, people going on social media and everything, they see people doing it and they're like, wow, they did that super easily, kind of
Hmm.
thing. But there are so many different sides to it that don't get talked about. So I agree. Let's see. I'm going to try one other thing.
No worries. In the meantime, we got somebody saying California next week. We got Justin in here saying, "What's up, everyone out in Puerto Rico, but doing the Atlanta market? Let's get it." What's up, Justin? Let's go. Guys, let's get that comment section popping. We only see a few comments, and that is not right. You guys have got to be interacting here. We got to see this going. We also want feedback, so we can make the show better by the more engagement we get.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, Ryan, while we're kind of waiting for me to get this up, do you want to kind of recap what you're doing in your business, why
Sure.
agent outreach is the bread and butter of your business, what's the benefit kind of thing, and then I'll try to get this up here soon.
For sure. So, a lot of times where people are talking about agent outreach, it is because it is the shiny object syndrome. And as much as I want to say this is what you have to do to go find success, it's not. You can do all different strategies. The beauty behind what Batch has to offer is that it is kind of a one stop shop from direct to seller to data to systems and processes to now finally agent outreach. So, the reason as to why I like agent outreach, my personal opinion is that this is the best place to start. A lot of times what you hear with people that teach and educate, have communities of their own, is they're going to get up on a soapbox and talk about why theirs is the best and it is the only option. What I'm going to tell you is that our strategy is one of many, but where I am a little biased is that I think it's the best place to start. The reason being is that if you can go out of pocket with just a software like Batch, you're able to go in and be able to go and do this strategy at the highest efficient rate possible with as little to no money out of pocket. Direct to seller, what people don't talk about because it's not sexy and they wouldn't sell courses, is that they don't tell you it could cost you tens of thousands of dollars every single month. This strategy costs you Zero. Outside of just getting a system or getting into a mentorship, there literally is no cost. Maybe you pay for your phone bill, but you're doing that regardless. You could use a spreadsheet. You could go out there and use a notepad. To let you guys in, literally as transparent as I can, one of the things I did when I first got started was I had a notebook, I had a spreadsheet, and then I had my cell phone. There was nothing more, nothing less. It was just going in there and trying to be consistent by using the things I already had. As much as I, again, want to be able to tell a really cool story, I failed direct to seller. I spent money in what I couldn't have already. I spent money direct to seller. I was at one point going $15,000, $16,000 a month, and it was brutal. It was honestly not scalable, and it got to the
Wow.
point where I was actually stuck. I was about 30 days less or less until I was out of the industry. And this was like after crushing it as an investor and an agent for about 3.5 years. There was nothing sexy about the story. The only thing that I think I can talk to you guys that's on a real note is that it could be either relatable to where you're currently at, or it could just be good perspective to understand what usually makes people the most successful is through failure. It's through going and figuring out, facing adversity, and finding what works best for you. So with me, the only thing, again, bringing it all back to what you'll find bias, is I will tell you that this is the best place to start. Not worrying about spending money to try to go to make money. That's going in and understanding that's a business. Right now, this isn't even a hobby. We're trying to go in there and we're trying to make money. We're trying to get your feet in the door so that you can go out there and understand from A to Z what it is we do. And then once you make some money, guess what? I haven't had this happen yet, but if somebody were to say, Ryan, you suck, this strategy's horrible, you've hopefully made some money that you can then go and do direct to seller. You've made some money you could go fix and flip. You've made some money you could go buy and hold rentals. Whatever it is you want to do, you finally have money as opposed to have spent hopefully not $10,000 on whatever it is. So whether that's information or systems and processes or data or whatever, I don't want you guys to be out of the industry. The reason that the success rate is as low as it is nothing more than survivability. And this was kind of one of the recaps I talked about last week, but it's the 3 S's we teach. First off is survivability. Second off is stability. Then it's scaling. Most investors try to scale before they've even gotten their first deal. They say they're creative finance, fix and flipper, wholesaler, buy and hold investor out there. I don't even know what that means. That doesn't even make sense. You need to be a problem solver and an investor. You're not even a wholesaler. You walk into the equation, you are a problem solver and you're an investor. So if you can go in and understand survivability is first and foremost, sometimes people need to go get a job. No one's going to talk about that. Go get a job. You could do this on the side, part-time. You could get a couple deals under your belt, and then you could worry about going and scaling. And even that, scaling is after stability. It's after you could sleep at night. Your head goes down on the pillow. You're not up all night trying to figure out, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to get that next deal? I understand more than people think when it comes to being an agent and an investor, where the goal is typically 1 deal a month. Well, if you want to get to that point of 1 deal a month, you have to understand what it takes to even get 1 deal. So I say all of that just hopefully to give you guys the recap, but also to make you guys understand this is a journey. This is progress, not perfection. This is going in and trying to get just 1% better every day. If you're an agent investors, you know what I talk about. It's not 1%, it's 2%. If your competition is trying to get 1% better every day, all I'm asking for you to do is do an extra 1%. Not even necessarily in your business, but in your life. Can you wake up and make your bed, eat breakfast, work out, do what it is that you wanted to do that was your routine to make it the best possible scenario for you? If the answer is yes, I promise it's inevitable you will succeed. Business obviously is going to be important, but what it comes down to is having the fundamentals. That's what we're trying to do inside this show, is to give you guys the exact blueprint on how to go and do this strategy of agent outreach at the highest level possible. Landry, we are glitching out with you here a little bit.
It does.
We're losing you.
Seems like my connection's bad.
There it is. It's back a little bit. We got you. It might just be best if I pull up the batch, honestly. Let's see here. Let's see. Landry, you there? All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a lot. There you go. You're back. You're back.
I feel like it might be fine. I feel like it's going to be better now. I don't know.
Let's go.
I might be jinxing it. But anyway, I wanted to make a quick comment with what you were saying about, you're absolutely right with nobody talking about the side of, hey, if you need to, go get a job. Like in the meantime, while you're trying to make this work, everybody's like, oh, you want to do this? Quit your job today. It's like, are you sure you're in a place that you can do that? Like being really realistic. to get things going in your business. I think that's really huge. And I think there's a lot of people that have pressure with saying, okay, if I have a job at all, then I can't do this. I can't make it work. So I think that's big and doesn't get talked about at all.
It doesn't,
Honestly.
because it doesn't sell education for people, and I get it, I do, I understand that's even a business in itself, but what it comes down to is that I want people that are in the audience, I want people within the community to understand what the realistic expectations are. It's not expected that even, well, I mean, maybe, we'll see. I'm gonna make a call to an agent. Am I expecting to go get 5
Yeah.
deals today? No, I'm not expecting to go get 5 deals from agents. What I'm expecting to do is set the foundation, set the expectation, set my follow-ups, and then from there, we'll see what happens. Some of my best deals have come from working with an agent for over a year. Can you ask yourself if you're willing to follow up with an agent for a year straight with getting absolutely nothing in return? Most of you, I could tell you right now, if you said yes, it's probably a lie. The reason I could say
Mm,
that is because our strategy, while it is the shiny object, it's also a very real understanding that most people just don't want to work hard. That's why systems are there. That's why the automations are there. That's why all the mindset stuff is out there. It's so that you feel the warm and fuzzies. But when it comes down to like the nitty gritty actual detail to getting deals, you have to either sink or swim. And sometimes people have to sink in order to be able to go out there and swim. But what's been the biggest distress to this industry wasn't even houses. It was the fact that people had unrealistic expectations. They were order takers, and it didn't take any kind of skill over the last 2 years to be able to go there and succeed. So while I mentioned sink or swim, there was, I don't even know what the number is. We'll call it thousands of investors over the last couple of years that were just floating. Floating doesn't cut it. And so if you didn't have a skill set and you didn't have actual value to provide to the marketplace, you're probably out of the industry. So I say that not to scare you. I say that again, just pulling back the curtains because I don't think it's talked about enough. This strategy is the best place to start. From there, you could choose to do what I did and double down on this strategy. It's a mix of agent outreach and MLS offers. If you wanted to, you can go out there and you can move on to the next strategy. I think Brent Daniels says this beautifully, but he always talks about how wholesaling is the foundation. If you can understand that wholesaling is the foundation, it is to create high active income. It is not to create passive income, it's to create high active income. High active income also leads to high tax brackets. Trust me.
mm,
So the next thing you could understand is if you have high active income, you have to be able to deploy that properly into the right investments. So that could be fix and flip. That could be private lending. That could be buy and hold. That could be going and doing development. That could be going and doing any kind of arbitrage model, whether it's for affiliate marketing to creating communities to different business ventures for all the matter. But if you don't understand the foundation to everything, especially in real estate investing, is wholesale, that's what it comes down to.
love it. I'm super excited. I hope that all of you guys are looking forward to this show and just doing this every single week. Of course, we won't be here next Tuesday because of 4th of July, but hopefully you guys will give us your feedback as well in terms of if it's bringing you value. And if it is, then hit the like button on these lives and please be interacting as you guys are able to ask questions directly to Ryan as well.
Let's
Right
do
here,
it.
right now.
Let's do it.
So let's, I have my screen blurred just to kind of show you guys. And once again, bear with me. I appreciate everybody's patience, but I'll kind of get screens up and running as we go along with showing you some of the information in here. Once again, it's blurred because we don't want to get kicked off YouTube.
Don't want to be
But
canceled.
what'd you say, Ryan?
We don't want to be canceled.
I know, literally, it happens so easily, and I feel so terrible when it happens. So if you guys are in your Batch Leads account, just go to agent outreach. It's in all of the new plans, new meaning we had like a whole bunch of other things come out in September. So if you've been with us for a super long time and this is grayed out, then you should get into the new plans, or at least take a look at your account to kind of see what you have and what things that you want to have in there. But anyway, go to agent outreach. And I pulled this list in Tampa. I'm just going to go to, so I have this pulled up right now, but I pulled this in this other area by going to the search tab. And then you just open up your filters here. Just get this out of the way. Mm-hmm. And Ryan, the list that I pulled for you that I'm going to start sending you names so you can start calling people today is agents in Tampa. I believe I filtered out people that have at least 3 active listings and they've sold at least, 2 listings in the last 6 months, like just something pretty simple that they're doing things in the last little while. So
beautiful,
nothing crazy. But anyway, let's pull that back up. And I'll kind of send it to you through text. The first person that we're going to call is somebody named Dana. I know.
Cool.
Tampa. Okay, cool. Anyway, so you can save them to your account. And then the really nice thing with agents adding them into your account, and you can do this in so many different areas. Like if you're pulling up a property, you know, that you want to contact the agent, everybody has like an MLS tab in each of the property details that you can go and add the agent there. You can do it when you're actually pulling a list through property search. We kind of touched on that last week as well. But let's just start going down the list. So I'll send you the pretty basic info. You said you just want their name and their phone number. Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to show everybody too, while people get very, I don't want to say like worked up, it's like overwhelmed. I need to have everything set in stone. I need to have their name, their email, their social security number, their dog's name, their birthday, their property address, all the listings they've got. I'm going to show you, I got a name and a number, and I'm going to make some stuff happen today. So that's what we're going to work with. This is going to be people, like you said, that have 3 active listings, have sold a couple listings in the last 6 months. We're going in, again, let's make sure we understand exactly what we're doing today. The intention behind this is to build relationships. Where a lot of people go wrong inside of agent outreach is they try to do too much. I mentioned the joke comment about you go in trying to be all these different problem solvers inside one transaction. Knock it off. Understand that even within agent outreach, I'm going in with the intention to not say, hey, Dana, are you a buyer? Do you have buyers? Do you have deals? Help me. I don't know what I'm trying to say. No. I'm going in, I'm saying, hey, what's up, Dana? My name's Ryan. I got your information from Zillow, from Realtor.com, from Trulia, from, I don't know. I got it from Yellow Pages. Okay. I got it from wherever I pulled it out of. And I just wanted to see, 1, are you still a licensed realtor? 2, I'm trying to find an agent in the Tampa area. 3, do you think you could help me out? One of my biggest pet peeves with this strategy is when people try to overanalyze it and they say, I need everything. I need a script. I need this. No, you don't. No, you don't. We're going to show you today. And I'm going to do different variations inside this show, whether it's today or down the road. I pulled something off last week inside of our Discord community where it was insane. I wish I had it recorded. It was the first time I've ever tried it. I had someone that's like, Ryan, I don't sound like you do on the phone. I don't have flips I've done in the past. I don't have rentals. I don't have whatever it is that was a limiting belief. So my next phone call, I got up and I'm like, hello, my name is Ryan and I'm a wholesaler. I represent a buyer. I don't know what I'm doing. Can you please help me out? And you know what they said? I'd love to. It was the very first.
Can you do that today? I think that would be great.
Test it out.
I mean, on somebody, maybe not Dana, maybe the first one.
Yeah, no, let's test it out. I think let's get kind of everyone comfortable and do a few of them. And then after that, let's have some fun with it. I want to show you guys, maybe it's incorporating random words, random sayings. I want to show you that this is going to be something that is probably the easiest conversation. And especially if you're going direct to seller right now, you probably hate your life with the conversations you have. And if you aren't having the conversations, you probably have a VA that's questioning their life every day. So
wow, that's so awesome to really show people like, okay, well, they've been doing this every day or they've been doing this for years. Like, I just can't do it. And yes, just we get in our own way with so many things. So just showing that like, hey, I'll do it how you do it. And I'll show you that you can do it. So anyway, I'm excited.
Okay.
Let's call Dana.
Let me know if you could hear this. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. What's Dana's? Oh, I guess it's fine.
Just text me anything you need.
Your call has been forwarded to it.
Do you need a double dial? Sometimes. I'm doing it just because, but that's because I'm trying to show Dana that there's money on the freaking phone right now.
Yeah.
Dana missed out. We're on the next one. We're calling
Joel.
Landry, if you just want to keep firing off those numbers to me, because I have a feeling that we're going to have to go through a number of them to get an answer.
Yes, I think so too. Just copying them from this little spreadsheet.
Okay, we're calling Sonia.
Okay.
Notice how in that one, guys, I did not double dial. There is no perfect way of doing this other than you're just trying to get in contact with them. Who am I calling?
Sonia. I think.
Hey, Sonia. This is Ryan. I'm an investor out in Arizona. I'm trying to find someone out in Tampa that could help me out.
Sure.
Awesome. You're still a licensed realtor out there, right?
I am. I'm with OfferPad.
Oh, beautiful. If you're with OfferPad, I mean, you got a lot of opportunities then.
I do.
Awesome. So I'll keep it super straightforward and to the point. I'm trying to find an agent that could help me out. I've got a bunch of crews out there. I've got some connections with some buyers and partners that I'm based in Arizona. We've done a lot of deals out here, fix and flip, wholesale, all that kind of fun stuff. But what we're trying to do is kind of expand. I'm sure, obviously, over the last year, you've seen the market shift too. So we're trying to find different markets to tap into, and Tampa's been one of them that I've found some good numbers and some good properties. So I'm just trying to find a realtor that I could have help me on the team.
Okay, sounds good. So you're looking for properties to purchase.
I am. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so are you familiar with OfferPad and how we work?
Sort of. If you don't mind, can you give me like a quick little rundown?
Yeah, fine. We're actually based in, where are you in Arizona?
So I'm in the Phoenix Valley, southeast to be specific.
Okay, so OfferPad is based out of Chandler, and OfferPad is a big iBuyer, right? OfferPad, Open Door. Remember when Zillow was buying homes?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So we do get a lot of properties. I get a lot of properties. I have to go out and do a discovery on them, and then see if the company will buy the property.
Okay.
So then what happens? They have the right to inspect. We have 15 days, and then for whatever reason, either they move forward with the buy, or there's too distressed and they don't want to get involved with it, right?
So then do they list it, or what's their plan from there?
Exactly. So that's why I'm always like, look, if something happens and it fails, I've got you.
Okay.
And I've been very successful in getting these properties. I get them. I bring in my investors, whoever. I got about
Guys, give me something fun to say. I see Nadia saying newbie calls. I already told her I wholesale, so and just to make it very clear, I'm about to tell her again, I wholesale, just to make it so crystal clear that you could say that and it's not an issue. I also too, you guys notice a lot of times when I do calls, I have them rambling and talking. I do that for a reason. I tell you to shut up. It's because they're going to continue to talk because they're trying to sell themselves. So in this case, I'm teaching while listening. Gotcha.
And told them to stay with me. And some of them were distressed. Some of them like really bad. Like, it was one, oh my God. I was like, he was crying. And I said, hold on. And my guys picked up the property.
Sure.
We put about 60 into it. We made a really nice profit there. We sold it for $499. They picked it up for They picked it up for like $210.
Okay. And so you guys flipped that one. It sounds to me like you guys list properties. Do you guys work with a lot of investors?
So OfferPad itself works with investors too, right?
Sure.
So we work with Progress Residential, Tricon.
Yep, big hedge funds.
And Tricon actually, Progress right now is starting to sell some of their portfolio. I actually have one of their listings. Open Door purchased the property for Progress, but now OfferPad's selling it. I'm selling it.
Beautiful. Okay.
It's just, so I've got everything. I literally do get a lot of distressed properties.
So if you don't mind me asking, do you ever have like a situation where you sell it before it goes on market, or is that?
Yeah. So that's what I would do, like with you.
Okay.
I would sell it before it won't go on the market. Right?
Beautiful. Okay. How does the structure work? Do you have like a listing contract with the seller, or do we pay you guys?
Yeah, I would do a listing contract, and usually sometimes I would represent you.
Okay.
Right, and I'm representing them.
Okay.
And then that's how it goes. And then I like to use my title company, unless
Who am I talking to? Is this Sonia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you use a different title company. What's
Gotcha.
the name of your?
What was that? I'm sorry. April, watch this. For sure. Yeah, absolutely. I can send you over. So my company name is 34 Holdings. We're not like anything crazy big. I'm a smaller investor. I own the company, but we've flipped some houses out in Arizona, and then I've got some rentals. I'm also a licensed agent too. So in Arizona, but I'm not really looking to go in for any kind of representation or anything like that. With it being a market that we're trying to tap into, first I want to test this and see if it's something that would be something I'd want to explore later on. But then also too, being an agent myself, I kind of get rubbed the wrong way when people ask for like referral fees and stuff like that. So I don't want to take any
Yeah.
money from you. I want you to make as
Yeah.
much money on the deal as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And have you bought anything in Tampa, the Tampa market yet?
You know, we did one in Holmes Beach. Does that sound right?
Holmes Beach, yes, that's Amory Island. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, we did one over there. We actually have that one closing today. There was a guy that's a part of my operation. He got it on the MLS. It was listed at like $5.99. He got it at like $4.50. So it was like pretty steep discount. I'm obviously fully aware that that doesn't happen every single day. But
No.
we have some experience out there. But again, part of the reason I'm looking for a realtor is that I understand you guys are the industry experts. So while I'm not there locally, I have the connections to people, but I feel like the most important piece and the most important relationship is actually going to be a realtor.
And how did you get my phone number?
I have it in a note from a spreadsheet from my team. It looks like it was from like Zillow or Realtor.com or Redfin. I'm not sure if you have a profile on there, but they just pulled up Tampa Realtors, and yours was one on the list.
Okay. Because I closed 55 transactions last year.
Oh,
just me
beautiful.
On a team. And I'm like, probably I'm looking at about 35. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
For sure. Well,
so yeah, so I get those properties. I'm converting them, to something that's not, if they don't want, because there's some people that just like don't want to go on the MLS at all, right? So that's fine. I have the people.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, honestly, I'm probably the easiest buyer that you'll ever work with, where I don't care where the property comes from, as long as it wasn't illegal and title's free and clear, I'm fine.
I love it.
Awesome.
Not illegal.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it passes title, I'm good with it.
Right. Okay.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your phone call. Let me chat with my team, and then I'll send you over all the information regarding.
Do you have my email address?
I do. I'll send you over all my information, and then if there's anything you need from me, let me know. The only thing that I always just try to set like expectation wise is that I'm ready to purchase today. So if you find something or if you have something available, my price point that I'm kind of comfortable with is up to $1 million. But I always say if there's a perfect opportunity, I don't want you to feel like you can't call me. I just hope to be a really good resource for you as well.
Okay, very good. Yes, send me your info, and I'm going to have 2 next week. If you want to give me a call on Monday.
Yep.
Maybe noon my time.
Yeah, sounds perfect.
3 o'clock your time, whatever. No, I mean, yeah.
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock my time if it's noon your time. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, noon time. Yeah, probably like 3 o'clock. Yeah, because I'll wait to see what if they failed or passed.
Sure.
And then we have 4th of July, and if I don't have anything, then I'll probably be the 5th or 6th or something. But yeah, again, two actors right now.
Beautiful. Well, awesome. Yeah, and if those you have any issues with those two, just let me know, and we can obviously take a look at those as well.
Sounds awesome. It was great talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Bye.
Cool. What's up?
Heck yeah. Yeah. Here, and share this too real quick, Ryan. I have Sonia's info pulled up here. Just a quick snippet, guys, as you
want me to add to the stream?
Yeah, try adding it now. But when you guys are doing this in batch leads, we didn't have to do anything crazy. All I did was I pulled a list of agents that have been pretty active in the past, like 6 months type deal. And we got somebody so awesome, Sonia, sounds like she's pumped to work with you. And you really clarified what you're wanting to do as well, rather than having anything be misleading at all, which I thought was awesome. Just really clarifying that for her. And then being able to see that info. If you wanted to look at those properties, you guys could. I should have pulled that up instead, and I can on another screen. But if I go to this MLS tab, I can see what has she sold, how long did it sit on the market for, what was done to those properties, what does she currently have active, what's pending, so on and so forth. So you can kind of see just quick stats, sold in the past month, 12 months, average number of days on market, listings sold in the past 6 months, et cetera, et cetera. But either way, this is really huge. So I favorited her because we talked to her, and that was a great, great conversation. So I'm just going to do that. She's a hot agent, that.
Yeah. And I'm just going to be texting you back. So that way I've got a copy of it too. Because Tampa is one of our markets. So I'm going to go do deals with this girl, and I'm going to bring it back here to show everybody that we got deals from live. I told you I wasn't going to call and get 5 deals. I might have lied. Okay. We might end up going and doing some deals. That's the best case scenario. And who knows? I mean, at the end of the day, what she was talking about, I told her I wholesale. I told her I'm an agent. I saw April said here, what if you're an agent too? How does that conversation go? I said, hey, I'm a licensed agent in Arizona. I'm not looking to take the commission. That's how the conversation goes. So April, hopefully that made sense. And I'm more than happy to answer any other questions, especially if you are licensed, trying to figure out what that convo looks like further.
It's so awesome. I hope that for those of you guys that are watching this and this is valuable, once again, hit the like button, because look how easy that conversation went. And I know that you have a portfolio and things like that, right? And so hopefully we'll get to see a call of maybe acting like you don't have a portfolio.
We're gonna have quite the variety of calls here. Let's
Yes.
jump into the next one, and I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna go for it. And I had a little bit of like nerves the first time I did it in Discord, because this is my second time. Just very full disclaimer. Second time I'm ever gonna do the call like this. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna say I'm a wholesaler. I'm gonna say I have buyers. I'm gonna act like I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. Let's go. Who are you calling? No.
Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah doesn't care that I'm a wholesaler.
No.
Is that you? I was like, how did my screen just move? Let's call her again. What's up, Javier? I saw your text. I'll call you after. All right. Sarah doesn't want money today. It's fine.
Nope.
Call Manuela.
What's the next? Yes, Manuela.
Hey, did you say that was this Manuela?
This is she.
Hey, Manuela. My name is Ryan. I'm trying to find a realtor in Tampa.
How can I help you?
I have a couple buyers that I'm working with. I'm based in Arizona, but I've got some people that are partners out there that are trying to buy some fix and flips. So I was just trying to find a realtor that could help me with sending properties to them.
Just sending properties to them?
Yeah. So in a perfect world, I would love for you and I to kind of work together, where maybe you could represent me, and then we could work out some kind of an agreement where I've done this a few times before, where I've had agents help me and represent me, and then I could turn around and wholesale the deal. There is times where obviously the deal doesn't work out, but most of the time my buyers come through with non-refundable earnest money. They don't have an inspection period or anything like that. They're paying all cash, but I got put on the task to go and find deals for them.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's not really something I'm interested in.
For sure. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do?
I do mainly military relocations, and I'm more busy than I want to be. So
for sure. Well, I completely understand that. If you don't mind me asking, do you happen to have someone that I could reach out to, or like a referral, or someone that you think would be good to work with investors?
Not really.
No. Okay.
I would reach out to the money-hungry, young, new agents.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me. I appreciate it, and I won't waste any more of your time.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Bye.
So, as you
She's not money hungry. She doesn't want.
She's not money. She's busy. She's got a lot going on. So
Yeah.
it's okay. Is that Robert's number legit? I'm gonna skip Robert and I'm gonna call Anthony while you look.
Yeah, that is a lot of eights.
It's a lot of
yeah.
Wait, who am I calling? Anthony.
Hi, this is Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. My name is Ryan. I'm calling trying to find a realtor in Tampa.
Tampa. I'm probably, I would say, about 2 hours south of Tampa.
Okay. What city do you work primarily?
I work Southwest Florida.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm trying to find deals kind of all across Florida. I'm trying to keep it a little bit specific, which is why I lead with Tampa, but we just did one in Holmes Beach. I'm not sure if that's close to where you're at or reference. Is it?
No.
Gotcha. What city is it? Like the major city, if you don't mind me asking.
Right near Fort Myers.
Fort Myers. Okay. Do you work with buyers or no?
Yeah, I have a team. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to find a realtor out there that could help me out. I have a lot of partners out there that are going and trying to fix and flip properties and buy and hold rentals. I'm based in Arizona, which is obviously why you could see different area code, but I have a number of relationships out there that I'm trying to basically connect pieces. So we've got deals on one side, which I'm trying to have an agent hopefully help me with that. And then I've got buyers over on the other side. I am a licensed agent in Arizona, but I don't need any commission or any kind of referral or anything like that, which is why I'm trying to find a realtor that's local. But in a perfect case scenario, we could kind of create a win-win scenario.
Okay.
Do you think that would be something that you could help out with?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you guys work with a lot of investors, or have you worked with investors in the past?
Yes, I do.
Gotcha. So I just want to be like fully transparent. Part of our strategy of what we've done in Arizona has been wholesaling. I always just try to make sure I'm upfront. That way there's no wrong expectations or anything like that. The buyers I work with, we could put up non-refundable earnest money. Inspection period doesn't need to be there. They're all cash in the transaction. So it's really a smooth process. But I just want to make sure everyone kind of understands that I'm going in there, and then that might be one of my exit strategies.
Okay, so you're a wholesaler, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we do have the ability to assign the contracts down here.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, my whole thing is transparency and communication. So I don't want there ever to feel like there's something where I'm playing games around. I think where wholesaling has gotten like a bad rep in the industry is because, people watch a couple of YouTube videos of people making some calls, and then they start trying to go out there and set wrong expectations. What I want to do is obviously provide value, lead with that first. And then from there, if it's a win-win scenario, you can get the commission on the deal. We were in Arizona during the peak of the market doing around like 20 to 30 of these a month. Specifically from agents bringing deals, and then also on the MLS.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Do you think that would be you helping me or someone on your team, or what does that process look like for what happens next?
Well, I'm the primary point of contact, and depending on the area, which I have agents in, I would either, send it to one of my agents if it's down in particular areas a little bit away from where I'm at.
Sure. Okay. Would it be best if I send you a text, send you an email, just give you our criteria right now, or what works best for you?
Yeah, if you want to send it over by email, that'd be best.
Perfect. Well, I got it on record. It sounds like you're super busy, and I don't want to be disrespectful of your time, so I'll send that over as soon as you and I get off the phone. And then if there's anything you need from me, just give me a shout. But I've got buyers that are ready to buy ASAP.
Okay.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Well, that was cool. That wasn't as good as it could have been, but to show you guys, I'm leading here trying to sound like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to show you that this is how conversations can go by saying you're a wholesaler. I didn't go in there and say I flip, I have rentals, I do this, I do that. I have buyers, I have relationships. I'm trying to create a win-win scenario where you can basically make money representing me, and I assign the contract.
I thought it was great. And I loved how he was like, so you're a wholesaler. And you're like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure that that's just going to sit differently with every agent that you're connecting with, just depending on who it is. And also with one of the other people, something to remember if you ever do run into an agent that's like, no, that's not what we do, then on to the next, because there is somebody that wants to connect and have those win-win situations. So.
And just to be clear really fast before I call the next person, I want you guys to understand, I'm going into these calls not trying to pretend to be somebody that I'm not. What I mentioned a minute ago, and I don't know if you guys caught it, but I was like, hey, people watch a few YouTube videos of people making calls. They're like, oh, I could do that. No. That's not what we're trying to do. The reason that wholesaling has the bad rep is because the people watch these videos. They go out there and download a contract, and they get a property locked up too high without knowing what the process looks like, and more importantly, without having a buyer. I have buyers out there. I have relationships. We are looking for a realtor to bring us opportunities. What I want everyone to understand, and this is one of the biggest things I promote inside agent investors, is when you go to a realtor, it's as simple as saying, I need help. If you want to know what the full conversation is, I need help buying a house. I said that loud enough, and I'm in batch studio right now. There's probably 5 realtors that are going to come running in here saying, what's your criteria? Are you pre-qualified? How can I help out? Blah, 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 blah. Why? Because the hardest part of being a realtor is to find a client. So if I'm a client calling them, guess what? They're excited. They're ambitious. They're ready to go. I see the comment from, hopefully I don't butcher your name, Kayshawn, said, hey, he didn't sound too motivated. So I don't care. He's a team lead. That's not called not motivated. That's called jaded. Welcome to real estate being an agent. Being an agent, this guy has probably had a number of people that have been under contract that are buyers that have backed out. He's had a number of people that were buyers that backed out because they bought a car in a transaction. I've been there before where I even had a deal. Well, this was a month and a half, 2 months ago, where one of my buyers backed out during our inspection period. Why? because magically the location moved from the minute we went under contract to the minute that we were under contract. That makes no sense whatsoever. None. That was out of my control. So what I refer to that now as a realtor that's jaded too is variables. There are things that a realtor does not have control over, which are variables that suck. This is the client. This is their financing. This is the situation of the seller. This is the other agent in the transaction. In this case, what I have control over is myself. I am the buyer. I am the seller. I have control of the contract, and I have control of how many calls I make, how many offers I submit, and more importantly, how many buyers I have.
Love it. So valuable. I hope that you guys are enjoying this. It's only going to continue to get better every time we do this. So I'm really looking forward to it. This has been super valuable. Who are we calling?
I don't know.
Oh,
Bradley.
Bradley. Okay, cool.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Bradley.
Oh, you have the wrong number.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. No problem. Thanks.
I should have asked if she was a realtor.
You're like, but are you a realtor?
I'm a licensed realtor in the state of Florida. Can I call you Bradley?
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Roxana.
Who's looking for her?
Ryan. I'm an investor trying to find a realtor in Tampa.
Okay, this is Roxana Bello.
Hey, Roxana. I'm trying to find a realtor that could help me with purchasing some properties. I'm trying to find some stuff that I could fix and flip.
What you need?
Honestly,
We don't have anything available now.
okay, yeah, and that's completely fine. I'm not necessarily calling to see if you had anything like off market or any listings of your own. I just need someone that could represent me in some transactions. I'm not looking to waste your time or anything like that, but myself and then I've got some partners that are looking to buy some properties where we can go in and fix and flip them. And then obviously the most important relationship, at least in my opinion, is having the right realtor on our team.
Okay. Okay, what do you need from me?
So first off would be obviously whenever we need to write an offer, I would love to have you represent us and write up the contract. We're cash as is, quick close. I don't even like necessarily saying quick close because that's not always what the seller's looking for. But
Do you have a house in mind?
Actually
a house in mind?
No, not yet. So that's the second piece. The second piece would be finding the deals and the opportunities, which as I'm in Arizona, you could tell from my area code, I'm trying to find a realtor that knows the area very well in Florida, ideally Tampa, and then they could kind of be my eyes and ears on the ground. So if you find an opportunity, I would love to get an opportunity to look at it. I can write an offer same day, cash. I could send you proof of funds, whatever it is that you need. But my goal,
you can send me what you're looking for, and I can send you whatever I find.
Perfect. That sounds good to me. Is it good just to text you or send you an email?
You can text me, yes, and
Perfect.
I can text you my email then.
Okay, awesome. And then also too, are you familiar? Like, have you worked with investors in the past, or
I'm an investor.
Okay, awesome. You're an investor. So, do you buy properties too, then, or what do you primarily focus on?
I buy, yes, and I fix, and we build.
You build. Okay. Do you guys work with any wholesalers?
Are you a wholesaler?
That's one of my exit strategies.
I thought that you were looking for a realtor.
Yeah,
I'm a realtor.
Absolutely. So I'm looking for a realtor that can help me out, and wholesaling is one of the exit strategies. We're primarily fix and flipping and buying and holding.
No, that would not mean. But thank you for calling.
No worries. Thanks. She doesn't know what we're talking about. She's an
I
investor.
don't think so.
Doesn't work with wholesalers. It's fine, Roxana.
Who are you calling now?
Hey, Paul. My name's Ryan. I'm trying to find a realtor out in Tampa. I'm based in Arizona.
Yeah, how can I help?
Awesome. I am trying to find someone that can help me with purchasing some properties. I'm looking for some fix and flip, and I mean, ideally it'd be more fix and flip, but we're open to buy and hold as well. As you can tell from my area code, I'm based out of state. I'm in Arizona, but we're expanding out into some different markets, and so Florida is one of them we've been checking out.
What price ranges are you looking at?
I mean, comfortably under 750. I can go up to $1 million. We're paying cash. We do have connections with private money and hard money if need be, but in a perfect case, the 750 range is kind of like my comfort zone.
Okay, awesome. Can you send me your contact info, and I can call you probably tomorrow?
Sure.
I have a scheduled call right now.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
All right, Paul.
There you go. And yeah, I'm just marking these people, by the way, guys. Here, I'm going to bring my screen back up so you guys can kind of see as well. But I'll tell you when. Let's see.
I'm really bad at knowing who I'm calling.
Who is it now? Oh, I might need to send you more.
Peter.
Thank you for calling the Peterloo Signature Group Premier Luxury with EXP.
Don't tell me that's at EXP. Calling again.
Okay.
Peterloo's office is Barbara.
Hi. Did you say this was Peter's office?
It is, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to double dial there. I was just trying to.
Oh, no, I'm glad you did. I said, oh, I just missed a call and it didn't even ring. I just said that.
I love it. I'm trying to find a realtor out in Tampa that could help me out.
Okay. Is it okay if I take your name and number and see if somebody on the team can call you back?
Sure. Yeah. Do you guys have a bunch of agents on the team?
He does.
Okay.
I believe we have like 7 or 8 now. But
Oh,
I can
awesome.
see who would handle Tampa, if that's okay.
For sure. Yeah. I'm going to be heading into a meeting here in just a couple minutes. So if they're not able to give me a shout back like ASAP, then if it could just be like later this afternoon, that would work out.
Oh, sure. What time this afternoon?
So I'm in Arizona. I've got a meeting at 2:30 after this. So probably like around 4 or 5 o'clock.
Your time.
Yeah.
And could I get your name, sir?
Sure. It's Ryan, Ryan. Last name is Zolin, Zolin.
Okay, perfect. Let me find somebody on the team that can handle Tampa, and I'll have them call you a little later tonight.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too. Double dial.
There you go.
It's Peter's team. Calling Jill.
Okay.
Double dial again. Are we about to rock it again? Let's go, Jill. Got such like normal names. Paul, Jill, Roxana. Just
You
kidding.
have one coming up that is more unique that I've never seen before.
All right. We got time for this. Valeria?
Oh, Valeria.
Sounds like a medicine.
Yes, it does. Not sure.
Hello, this is Claire.
Hey, Claire, I might have the wrong number. I was looking for Valeria, I think it is. I don't want to butcher how to pronounce that.
Yeah. What are you calling in regarding to?
I'm trying to find a realtor that could help me in Tampa.
Okay. Yeah, I work with Valeria. Are you looking for just like a regular property? Are you an investor?
Yeah, I'm an investor. So I'm based in Arizona. I'm sure you could tell by my area code. But I'm trying to kind of expand into the Florida market. I primarily do business right now in Arizona, but I'm sure obviously, as you've seen, the market's kind of shifted over the last year and a half. So we're expanding into some different markets. Tampa is one of them.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm actually in Jacksonville. I'm not sure if you were interested in that area
Absolutely.
or not. Okay. Yeah, so we're in Jacksonville. What kind of investment are you looking for? Like pad splits, rentals, fix and flips? Are you a wholesaler?
Yeah, great questions. You're familiar with pad split?
I am, yes.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So I was just in a meeting with one of my buddies, and they are like the premier partners for pad split in Arizona. So
okay.
super cool.
Jacksonville has a lot of pad splits because we have really large properties. So there's certain areas where there's lots of multifamily. So like we had a deal that we sold. I think it was like a few days, like maybe.
All right, this is about to be the best call. We're gonna end it on this one.
And it was like
buckle up.
2,300 square feet, and people were gonna put like 8 pad splits in it, type of thing. Even though it's just like a regular, 4-bedroom type home. So you definitely see it a lot in Jacksonville, especially because you get those lower price ranges.
Sure.
So I used to work in Tampa. And
notice how I also dismissed wholesaler.
Primarily for investors who flip properties because our company finds in Tampa about 30 to 35 distressed properties a month for investors. Here in
Wow.
Jacksonville, we just started in March, so we get more around 10 to 15. But
Okay, saying that
same
number like
company.
it's not a lot of deals. Okay. 10 to 15.
Yeah. So I was primarily in Tampa, but my husband is the broker here in Jacksonville. So we moved here and I, transferred the same kind of business here. So
Love it.
if you're interested in learning more, I can definitely connect you with one of our guys. We have a private inventory, so we don't just.
Should I say I'm a wholesaler?
It's kind of one of those things, we're
Yeah.
not
I think you should.
someone that we haven't, met, know each other and,
Sure.
kind of just know our business model. We know what y'all are looking for.
For sure. So yeah, I mean, just a quick background on myself. We were doing a lot of business in Arizona, obviously in the peak, just like I think everybody was. But then as the market kind of transitioned, we went from primarily doing fix and flip and buy and hold to exploring other exit strategies. And one of the exit strategies you mentioned, wholesaling. We definitely do wholesaling, but the thing that I always kind of not try to brush over, but I just try to be overly transparent, is that I want people to know that I'm very big on transparency and communication. So my intent with most of these deals is to go in and fix and flip.
In the black thing on the bottom.
Yep. So we have fix and flip crews out there. We've got partners and stuff like that we can obviously connect in on deals. But what I think separates us from most people is that we can put up the non-refundable earnest money. We could do no inspection period. We could close whenever the seller wants to. But my whole goal is really to provide value to the people that we work with. I am licensed in Arizona, but I'm not looking to take any commission or any kind of referral fee or anything like that. I'm trying to find someone that could be my eyes and ears in Jacksonville and Tampa. But then also too, again, if we can go in there, maybe have you represent us in the transaction and then we get wholesale fee if that's our exit strategy, or if we flip it, maybe you could list it on the back end. But essentially create that win-win scenario for all of us.
Yeah, so we have a whole business model and it'll make more sense whenever they chat with you and kind of go through it just so you can understand. Because we have people I work with one of our biggest people. He's out of San Diego. I have another guy that's, comes from Colorado all the time. So we have people all over the nation that are investing here. We kind of we're a full service wholesale brokerage. So we have private money. We have me who sells or lists my backside. We build a rehab budget. We do it all really. But I'll connect you with one of our guys. It's kind of one of those things, if you have a meeting with anybody with Net Worth Realty, usually you can kind of transfer over. So I would suggest you meeting with one of our guys just via Zoom so they can kind of go through a few things.
Sure. And
then if it looks like a good fit, we can connect you with some people from Tampa as well, because they're going to be the same exact model.
For sure. Well, yeah, I appreciate that. I don't mind if you want to just text me over and then we can get that all scheduled and coordinated.
Yeah, for sure. What was your name?
My name is Ryan.
Ryan. Okay, cool. And do you have I'll just go with Ryan. I'll send you over my info. And then, we'll just go from there.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. Have a great one.
You too. So close.
Bam.
So close. That was great up until just a little bit of experience here. Not going to say anything bad about other brokerages, but that one's a little tough. So.
Is it? I thought you were saying this is so good.
It was great up until it wasn't. They don't allow wholesaling, but they wholesale. So they.
Oh, okay. When she said we're a wholesaling.
So to most investors, perfect learning lesson, by the way. To most investors, they would say, "Oh my gosh, well, this is an amazing phone call." Yes, but no. They are great as a contact, a point of reference, and for being able to build a relationship with when you're first starting. When you're trying to scale, and we're talking about survivability, stability, fantastic here. When we're talking about scaling, not the greatest. Yes, the comment there, I'm not going to put it on the screen, but yes, that is the brokerage. They are really nice people. They just, in the nicest way possible, are hypocrites. They will wholesale deals off the MLS and they will wholesale deals that are brought to them, but then they make you sign contracts that do not allow you to wholesale their deals. So very, very contradicting. But what I like to do about that is that there's still opportunities for us to win. So what I want to do is I will book the conversation with them just because I haven't explored that brokerage model in other states. I just know it very well in Arizona. It's still worth the time of day. And if you're newer and you're having conversations like that, I encourage you to take every kind of meeting possible because you don't know who's on the other side. So. Okay,
so for anybody watching with that, to watch out, she said wholesaling brokerage, right? Is what she said.
Yep,
so
and that's not bad. That's not even the flag to me. It was just when she mentioned what the name of it was. As she was going through it, I'm like, oh, don't say it, don't say it. And then she did, and I'm like, oof, it's okay. but they're good. They're good people. Good conversation. I could tell she knows kind of tip of the iceberg. She said her husband was the broker, so it sounds to me like there's a little bit more pull there. So if they're open to creating the win-win scenario, we could probably work something out.
I see now. I'm looking at the brokerage now. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. I see a comment says, not that I can repeat what you said word for word, but this script, for example, I can say more or less word for word. LOL, it's already awesome. Call and awesome info. Yes, absolutely. Take my buddy Templeton says this, and I'm literally saying exactly what he's said to us, which is rip off and duplicate. Find the variation of your own to be able to go and make it the best version for you. So in this case, yes, take that wording, take the script, take the conversation. What I encourage is stop trying to make it perfect. Just start taking action. Perfectly imperfect.
Gosh, that was just so awesome, especially to see the variation in the calls as well. I hope that this has just been like that you guys are loving this, because I loved with Manuela as well. She's like, first off, all these learning experiences that you're never going to have if you don't make the calls. So many different types of personalities out there, people that aren't going to know what you're talking about, that don't work with investors, or that are completely closed off to working with you, or super stoked about it. So I just think it's really cool. It's in general going to be a way different conversation compared to direct to seller. As you guys can see, even with the people that are like, no, I don't do that. She's not going to cuss you out. She's not going to be rude to you. She's just going to be like, we don't do that. You'd be like, cool.
And on top of that too, the nicest thing to it is that what you have to realize, even this question right here from Abraham, what does your agent follow-up look like? Feels like pestering when I call in to ask, hey, do you have any deals yet? Direct to seller, you get told to F off. You get told to go pound sand 20 times a day. And you are almost looking for the no, because that means you're that much closer to the yes. Yeah. In this case, as I always say, the hardest part of being a realtor is to find a client. So if the hardest part is to find a client and the client's calling them, that means that they're going to feel, oh man, I'm dropping the ball here. I got to make sure I'm bringing deals to Ryan, because if not, Ryan's going to go find another realtor. So that's their thought process. It's not ever embarrassment. It's never any, like Landry said, you're not going to get cussed out. You are more likely going to do a deal, more than one deal, I should say, with an agent, as opposed to doing even one deal, if not more than one deal with a seller. So what we are talking about is going to be perfectly imperfect. It's going and taking consistent action with this kind of stuff. This is money-making activities. And then we're going out there and we're trying to show you guys all the different kinds of variations of conversation. There is no specific way I'm going in saying it has to be X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
I'm going in, what's up? My name's Ryan. I'm an investor. Are you a realtor?
Got their name and their number. That was it. You didn't have all, like, obviously you have this if you wanted to just check it out or dig deeper, but they didn't say like, oh, do you know what I've done so far? And you're like, no, I have your contact.
I'm like, hey, I got your information somewhere. I got it from a spreadsheet. I don't know. My team got it from
me. They're like, cool. Sounds good. I wanted people to contact me.
For sure. Well, I know it is 2:00. Landry, do you have any final thoughts? Anything you want to wrap this up with?
We should drop the links to your Discord and then the Slack community. I'm going to show you guys really quick here. Let me get it up on my screen really quick. So join the link that we're going to drop for you guys. You're going to see two. One for Ryan's Discord that he's always providing value in there. Are you guys still doing the calls every single morning?
Every morning.
Yeah. Get in there, guys. Get into the batch Slack community as well. I do not care if you use batch leads or not. I want you guys in here connecting and everything. We're going to work out some way to bring these together a little bit more too for you guys. But there's a ton of awesome people in here, and I have a agent outreach channel. I'll make sure that you guys have access to like join it really easy. But we have a poll in here that we want to hear from you guys on what market you want us to call. We're not doing it next Tuesday, once again, for 4th of July, but the Tuesday after we'll be back on and we'll do a different market. So
for sure. And there's the link right there. You guys make sure that you're inside the Slack. This is for nothing more than to provide more value for you guys. So we are trying to get feedback. We are trying to get markets. And also too, I hate to say it, but we've got favorites. So if you can go in there and be active and you're engaging in the comments, Landry and I see it. We're able to go in and see you inside the Slack. We're able to see you inside the Discord. This week, we chose Tampa, not because it's one of the markets I'm working, because some of the students in my community Discord were saying, we want to see you call Tampa. We haven't seen it yet. So it was based off of nothing more than recommendation. Inside here, you guys can see the Slack, and we can go inside and obviously get your opinions of what markets you want to see. So not next week, but the week after, I would love to see what markets you guys want us to go in. And then obviously too, if you guys are not already inside the Discord as well, agentinvestors.com/Discord.
Yes.
Live trainings. We have a whole forum where you could ask questions. Basically, it's a free community to go in there and network and collaborate. And then I also have my highest tiered students inside there that can answer any questions if I'm not available. So I saw a bunch of people commenting saying, I'm in this market, I'm in this market, I'm in this market. Well, guess what? We've got it all here for you, and we're here to help you out. So if you guys have any questions or need anything from us, we want to do everything in our power to make sure we're helping you, and we're obviously supporting you. So with that said, we appreciate all you guys that have made it to the end of the show. We look forward to seeing you guys in 2 weeks. Have a happy and safe 4th of July, and I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Peace out.
Thanks, guys.